defenders have been given. Like,
people deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian, man. Come on. Am I live at this point? I guess I am, people, because you're watching this video. Please smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. People, deluded, I'm back again now. I know I'm late to the party, but our Youth Academy sides, you know, they bring a joy to my heart. They're always sourcing players. I like all of these young players. They're all likable human beings, let alone footballers. And obviously, we hope a few can, you know, as many as possible for that matter, bust through Hayland and obviously come through London Coley and progress to the first team. If not, we hope they all have decent careers. Again, every time I watch football at this youth level, you know, I wouldn't say Miguel Aziz was necessarily the most standout on this occasion, but Miguel Aziz, James Oliyinka, Matt Smith, who's captain and played well. From a club point of view, obviously, I'm happy to see them playing. We have more of a competitive team. However, for them lot individually, they need to all go out on loan. All three have and played senior football. I don't see how this level of football helps them, and they probably know that. They probably want to take the next step. Obviously, at this moment of making this video, I think there's just over a week left of the transfer window, so who knows, something might happen. If not, something might happen in January. Now, again, Cobham pack, Edward scored, Sagoe Jr. bags, Nathan bags, and Nathan's goal was the killer blow. These Chelsea ones tried to fight him, and they were rattled. Rather than ask themselves why their back four is too far apart, they kept getting caught in possession, and ultimately they were just being done in terms of tactics by Mehmet Ali and the rest of the boys on the pitch. People, you know, one thing I have liked early, you know, our under 18s are struggling really and truly. They lost against Chelsea, they got a point against Fulham. They've got a point for the campaign. Our under 21/23s are fared a bit better, but one consistency I've seen, and at first team level, is the way we're pressing. You know, specifically the front five, the front six, 5-6, if you want to make it that. I think the players are pressing when they need to be, just relentless in the pressing, and likewise when the opposition players have to get into certain zones before that press is triggered. I think 18s and obviously our 21/23s, I think they do it very well, and they did it against Chelsea. They forced the issue. You know, the first goal is an absolute screamer by James Oliyinka. Absolute screamer. I know I always play my goal at the beginning of my videos. That one was better than that. And as I said, he shouldn't be at this level, but it's a screamer from him. And it came because we're pressing well and we're doing good things, people. The second goal, just before that, even if I can remember, you know, Charles Sagoe Jr., who did eventually score, cracked the crossbar with an equally good effort, really. You know, that's the only fit. That was the best bit of defending I've seen, because we were savaging them, really. Zach Sturge, obviously they've got Amari Hutchison, they've got Chelsea, have a strong team, banter aside, but we made them look like amateurs, man to man. Everyone looked like an amateur. They're at 6s and 7s. We're pressing. Our centre backs are making good moves forward with the ball. Obviously, you know, Lino Sosa, I'm a big fan of him. He's involved as well, really and truly. You know, again, good move from our centre backs and Sosa, actually, in terms of the involvement for what led to our first goal, really and truly. You know, again, you know, James Oliyinka set the bar today. He got a goal. We weren't happy with that. He's pressed. He's forced the issue. He set it to Kyon Edwards. When you mention Kyon Edwards at this level, much like Charles Sagoe Jr. as well, and Nathan, and obviously the Balligans and Eddies and people that before him, you mentioned goals. Kyon Edwards, you know, he must dream goals. I don't know what's up there. That man was born to score goals, whether it's neat finishes, bangers, whatever in it, and he's got an opportunity to lock down that role. A lot of players that weren't necessarily involved against Swansea are back in. I don't know if there was injury. I don't know if they're resting players, but James Oliyinka's forced the issue. Again, he set it to Edwards. Edwards has done the rest. We're 2-0 up. We're laughing. Bit disappointed from an Arsenal perspective for the goal we did concede. You know, Charles Webster in the midfield for Chelsea, plays for England at youth level. I think if he really works hard, he could get opportunities at the first team one day. He's just danced through us really and truly and slotted it really, and it was a bit disappointing because I don't feel that our team helped Hubert, who was our last line of defense. Would have loved to have seen him get a clean sheet, because clean sheets are to keepers what goals are to someone like Kyon Edwards, and I think our performance deserved that. It's a good effort, and Hubert made a number of good saves when he was called upon to save us as well. So yeah, they made it 2-1. Obviously, Charles Sagoe Jr. You can't give that man too many opportunities. He got a next one, and it was an acute angle. He pull it away. We're 3-1. We've got a bit of a safety net, safety belt, whatever you want to refer to it as, people. Again, Chelsea are rattled. They're at 6s and 7s. We're like piranhas in there. And the fourth one is somewhat the same logic. Again, it started from the right hand side. It's terrible defending from Chelsea players that play for Chelsea Football Club on that game. They got to hold themselves accountable. Terrible defending. It's a scruffy one. Mario Koza-Drewbury's involved. Nathan obviously slaps it in and scores, and we're all laughing. 4-1 London derby. You know, we're doing our thing. Cobham pack is firmly in the air at this moment. They're trying to fight Nathan. I did like to see one, he weren't having it, and the rest of the Arsenal team rapid response unit as well. Like, man, come on, man. Rather than you lot just focus on why your team's rattled, man. Fight your teammates, because you lot are playing shit. It's nothing to do with Arsenal. These are some Haaland demons. How you mean? So on a serious note, it's lovely to win. As I said, obviously it's nice to win. It's nice for bragging rights, banter aside, against Chelsea. But it's always a learning curve at this level, really. You know, the result doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't help people, really. Again, the main point for me would be the pressing, because, again, if any of you are called on in the first team, Arteta might have some confidence that you can replicate what he demands. Obviously, it's nice to beat Chelsea. It's nice to score. It's nice that we managed the game. We showed in good maturity. The only thing I can criticize is the goal. It's a good effort from Charlie Webster from a Chelsea perspective. But for us, we could have locked that down. You know, our keeper's the last line of defense. You can't have it all. And I couldn't help but see Miguel Aziz in a couple of occasions, captain Matt Smith, and definitely Olayinka, because he scored and assisted, and arguably man of the match potentially in some people's eyes. If I was them, I'm trying to go out on loan, man. I know playing at Arsenal and there might not be depth in the first, you might be able to take opportunities, but I just somewhat wonder on that Saturday afternoon while you're gearing up for this, what are some of your peers doing, rightly or wrongly? You know, again, you learn a lot. You know, Miguel Aziz, I'm not saying he's not learning at Arsenal, he clearly is, but I'm guaranteed from a selfish player point of view, you learned a lot more in your short spell at Portsmouth than you did in the under 18s. These men are too good for it. They're faster, they're stronger. You need to be outside your comfort zones, man, really. And all three have been out on loan. So it's nice to win. It's nice to keep doing what we're doing. Big up Marquinhos as well. He got some more minutes. We're laughing, innit? There's nothing more I can say on that. That's my 5 cents on that. If you've got any opinions, comment. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the like button. Appreciative of you lot supporting the thing. For now, safe.
Always use that active red light, defenders.